There's a sapsucker guarding her nest up here. She has a nest in a poplar tree. Beautiful, serene, little red leaves blowing in the breeze. She's pruning in front of the hole. She's obviously got chicks or eggs in there. Could be chicks now. I could just sit here all day and watch this. Having a good morning so far, guys. Caught something on film. The raven. I finally snuck up to him close enough to get him with the big lens here. He was preoccupied. I guess he was trying to eat crows' babies or eggs. I don't know which, but they were defending their nest. And they drove him into a tree, and then they were dive bombing and attacking him. So I got that on film. And then they forced him down to the ground. They stayed up in the trees above, and I seen him moving through the swamp, and he was picking grass, and it looked like he was trying to hide. I thought he was going to build a little shelter and hide from the crows, but he wasn't. He was hunting. So check out that footage. So apparently I'm not the only guy who doesn't like the raven. But check out the size of the beak on that guy. He's got to be 2 feet off the ground. He's a very big bird. And the crows are a little bit more than half his size. But they are big birds and very smart. The ravens are so smart, they know when the robins have babies under my deck. And they watch the nests until the babies are born. And then they get in there. It's very awkward for them to do, but they do it. And they eat the baby robins. I've seen that happen multiple years. And what happens is the robins do pretty much what those crows did this morning. They gang up. I've seen a flock of 6 or 7 robins, like a fighter squadron, chasing a raven out of my backyard, just dive bombing them and chasing them until they leave. So last year he actually didn't get the babies. He was unsuccessful. All right, as for the knocking in the last couple of videos, I want to touch on that briefly here. I can tell you what it isn't. It is not gunshots. 100% not gunshots. I mean, I've been a hunter for 40 years, okay? It's not hunting season up here right now. And in Canada, we're not like the States. We can't carry firearms like you guys can. We can only have a firearm on the range if you belong to a gun club or if it's hunting season. The only thing that is open right now is bear. So that would be high-powered rifle only. And that's definitely not high-powered rifle sounds. What we're hearing is some kind of wood knocks. I can hear it. It might not sound on the camera as clear, but I can hear that it's wood. Wood on wood. Sometimes it even sounds like a rock on a rock. But it is not gunshots. It is not woodpeckers, okay? Woodpeckers have a very distinctive sound, okay? So, not woodpeckers. Other than that, I can't tell you what it is, guys. It's strange. Are there people out here in the woods? There shouldn't be. This is all private land. Okay, so I can't guarantee that it's not humans. Probably is humans. I don't know. You guys know how my mind works. I would say human over Sasquatch, you know? That's just the way my mind works. And I'm definitely, you know, if I could put the drone up and find it, I would find it. But I can't. We've gone in search. We've walked for miles in the direction. It is strange because sometimes it starts over here. I start walking that direction, then it's behind me over here. What is it? I don't know. Not gunfire and not woodpeckers. I'm just sitting up here on the big flat rock behind my house, 700-800 yards, and I'm listening. And I can actually hear a banging coming from way off. It's like a hollow, almost a metallic sound to it. So definitely not something from here in the forest. And that's not what we've been capturing. But I'm wondering, as a scientist, I'm sitting here wondering, there's a lake 2 miles from here. Could banging travel across that water and penetrate into the forest where I'm hiking these trails? And would it sound like these distant knocks that we hear? I'm just throwing that out there. I don't know. When I capture these knocks, if I had to tell you the distance from me, I would say they're only a couple hundred yards. Like, you can pretty much tell when something knocks or makes a noise how far it is from you. So that's why I can't figure out why when I walk in and I take the time to try and track down what this thing is, I never see an animal. I never see anything that I think could be making that noise. Kids playing, building a fort, nothing like that. So I don't know. Strange. You can hear bullfrogs down in the swamp as well. Like a raspy croaking sound. You know, I think that's why my attention is slowly turning to light anomalies and orbs and things like that, because I can't write these sounds off as not being human. So I can get all the proof I want, guys, knocks and things, but again, it's just anecdotal. It doesn't prove the existence of anything. It just proves there's something out here knocking in the forest. What it is, I don't know. And to me, that's a little frustrating after almost 2 years of... There's a little red squirrel behind me here taking a nap in the tree. And to be honest, I don't think he gives a squirrel's butt about Sasquatch or all my talk. He just wants me to go away so he can sleep. I gotta laugh watching this squirrel. It's like watching Gary after a big lunch napping on the couch. His eyelids drop. He just can't keep them open. Then they come up, then they go down. He actually turned around on the branch and moved his head so his head was in the shade and the rest of his body was still in the sun. Smart little guy. The amazing things I've seen and filmed just this morning keep me coming out here, right? It's not all about Bigfoot. For me, it's about immersing myself in nature. And I hope you guys enjoy it too, because you don't see these things every day. You have to get out here. You have to have some skills with the camera. And I love sharing with you guys. And you can see the black flies are out there crawling all over my camera. I also watched a Small Town Monsters video yesterday. They've done quite a few documentary style videos, and it was the case of the Granite State Bigfoot, okay? Not a great little 45-minute documentary, but there was something cool that I got in there, which again backs up what my own experience is. They're talking to a property owner where they've captured noises, and he's talking about rocks and things hitting his house and a woman screaming in the forest. Him and his wife have heard this 3 or 4 times. He says they heard this. And then he goes on to talk about an orange orb that he sees in the forest. Well, that's exactly what I saw up at Brian's camp. The woman screaming in the forest noise, which started all of this Bigfoot hunt. And then many years later, my brother and I saw orange orbs. So again, this is just another case that confirms what I saw and experienced in my own reality. So what is that? Are these orbs tied to the Bigfoot phenomenon? I'm beginning to wonder. So to all my fellow squatchers out there, this is just a reminder to stop and take the time to enjoy the nature that's around you. Don't become so fixated on something you're probably not going to get on film. You know, enjoy the birds, enjoy the new plant life, the sleeping squirrels, whatever it is. Just enjoy nature. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll catch you in the next adventure.